Hello and welcome to the eFresh.com Dairy News. Today is the 8th of October. My name is Kim and these are this week's headlines. Dairy industry must restructure. Restore dairy subsidies. Farmers battle a funding line in the dust. Camel, a new fixture at Dutch dairy. Got organic milk? The struggling U.S. dairy industry must be restructured to avoid cycles of boom and bust, Agriculture Secretary Tom Vilsack said Monday, less than a week after Congress announced a $350 million dairy bailout. Dairy farmers have benefited in recent years from higher milk prices and growing demand in countries such as China. But demand fell off with the economic downturn, and wholesale milk prices began plummeting last fall. At the same time, feed and other costs remain high. Many farmers now say they can't sell their milk for what it costs to produce. Vilsack said the USDA is trying to help hog farmers by buying additional pork for programs that feed poor people, encouraging other federal agencies to buy more pork, and promoting the sale of pork to other nations. The government vowed today to challenge any attempt to restore massive EU cash subsidies to Europe's ailing dairy sector. The warning came as angry farmers driving tractors and milk tankers besieged talks in Brussels and tipped milk into the streets in protest at low prices and plummeting incomes. The demonstration was a culmination of weeks of dairy protests across Europe and came as EU agriculture ministers held talks to discuss the crisis. European governments have already agreed to phase out milk production quota restrictions by 2015 as part of sweeping farm reforms to wean the sector off cash handouts from the Euro budget. Jim Fitzpatrick said that it was not acceptable if it meant a return to the old days of paying for production nobody wanted. No decisions were made, but ministers will meet again in a fortnight. Bega Valley milk intake at Bega Cheese has remained stable, despite suppliers battling with ongoing drought conditions. Bega Cheese chairman Barry Irvin said suppliers had not let milk production slip, even though many had relied on bought-in feed for their milking herds, and in some cases young stock as well. Bega Cheese had a record manufacturing year last year, and suppliers continued to keep the milk up to the factory. However, Mr. Irvin said the region in the southeast corner of NSW had recently seen the first dairy closures as a result of the green drought, with long-term established suppliers forced to fold. Mr. Irvin said he could understand why farmers were disappointed with the line in the sand theory. Looking out of place against the lush Dutch mice fields, a few dozen camels saunter about between twice daily milking sessions on Europe's only commercial camel dairy farm. The desert animals are the pet project of farmer Frank Smits, who overcame much ridicule and bureaucracy to start his unique venture. Smits said his farm should become profitable within 2 years once he has 15 milk-producing camels. Camels reach calf-bearing and thus milk-producing age at about 4. Smits now plans to develop new camel milk products like chocolate, ice cream, cheese, and soap for people with conditions like diabetes or eczema. Making cheese has proven more difficult, he said, as camel's milk has no casein, a milk protein that acts as a binding agent. Organic Valley Family of Farms, the nation's largest cooperative of organic farmers, and the Boulder Valley School District in America announced that Organic Valley is now the official milk supplier for the 28,000-student school district. The milk will be bottled and delivered by Sinton Dairy, a local company. In addition, Organic Valley farm owners farm without the use of antibiotics, synthetic hormones, or pesticides. Their organic farming practices promote healthy plants and animals that produce high-quality, delicious organic products for a healthy planet and people. Thank you for watching the eFresh.com Dairy News. See you next time.